How does one become a firefighter?
How many firefighters does Cambridge have?
Do the firefighters specialize in different areas?
What is one thing that we could do differently to help the Cambridge Fire Department?
What does the fire department do besides put out fires?
The question is, what did the fire department do other than putting out fires? Well, traditionally, that's what the fire departments were built for around this country, for extinguishing fires. We've morphed into a much larger operation since those days. Our next biggest part of our duties primarily is emergency medical services, and it basically involves advanced life support with paramedics, EMTs, fire apparatus, protection we have to provide at major events in terms of hazmat technicians along with Cambridge Police, and another part of it is dignitary protection and searching buildings prior to the arrival of high-profile dignitary people.
So my question is, how many fire stations are there in the city of Cambridge?
We have 276 uniformed firefighters in the city. We have 8 stations. We specialize with some of the members. We have a number of different operations, whether it's hazmat that takes special training, EMTs, paramedics, first responders, rescue divers, high-angle trench rescue, urban search and rescue, and decon operations. So we try to spread this out amongst all the stations, so almost every station has a specialty on top of their regular fire, rescue, and EMS duties.
How do you become a Cambridge firefighter?
It starts out with the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Human Resources Division, who administers the exam every 2 years statewide for the purpose of getting eligibility lists to be a firefighter in Massachusetts. The City of Cambridge has a home rule petition which gives preference to those who live in the city as Cambridge residents. That residency is established 1 year prior to the date of the exam. Gives you a higher leg up on the eligibility list when it comes from civil service.
What are the particular challenges of firefighting in Cambridge?
The city of Cambridge is a very small but densely packed city. It was developed back in the colony days. Unfortunately, the streets were never laid out in a symmetrical pattern. They're charming, but they're difficult for the fire department to get around. Some of the other issues you have in here, again, with older housing, you have many, many grandfathered buildings that go back to the turns of the century, 1800s, 1700s, when there was no fireproofing. So it still is a challenge. It is something that's always in the forefront with us.
How has technology changed firefighting?
The gear that we wear is completely different than you would probably seen 20 years ago. It's a fully encapsulated suit. It looks like a snowsuit. The helmets have ballistic inner liners in them to protect the heads from sharp objects. The compressed air that we breathe, that has come a long way in terms of heads-up display inside the mask. In terms of looking for fires, just on the firefighting end, we have what we call TIC cameras. That stands for thermal imaging camera. It allows us to see through smoke. The other aspect of technology that we have is obviously the equipment we ride on. It's completely changed over the past 10 years. It's completely electronic. The trucks have self-checks on them. The engines have diagnostics on them. They're able to talk to each other when we program them to pump at certain pressures. So the trucks themselves have evolved also to carry the amount of equipment that we've had, and they're pretty compact, custom made here for the City of Cambridge for us to negotiate the streets.
How do you decide on new equipment to get?
We have a ongoing 5 to 10 year purchase plan because these vehicles are extremely expensive. They do have a great longevity to them. We do a great job maintaining them and make sure that that investment lasts the longevity life that we expect out of them. But the needs are always based upon where we think we are at any point in time, and as we look forward, what will the future need be as we go down the road.
How is the Cambridge Fire Department ranked nationally?
Well, fire departments themselves don't have ranking, but what is an indicator that you can use is it's called the ISO, which is the Insurance Standard Organization. It's national insurance companies that rate fire departments depending upon their ability to extinguish rapidly any kind of a large fire, which in their case minimizes loss. So there's a sliding scale from 1 to 10, 1 being the highest. Cambridge is an ISO Class 1 department. So if you're a business owner, it has a tremendous effect on your fire insurance. The insurance carriers also know that the same services are available to the residential properties within that jurisdiction, and you get the best lowest rate available for a residential property as well as the commercial properties. So for more information, you can go to the City of Cambridge website, cambridgema.gov, and for further information on hiring, I believe Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and look for the Human Resources Division, HRD, and they have information on their website on exam dates and what is necessary to apply to take the fire exam.